Hi, I'm Todd Heitkamp, the owner of Dakota Angler here in Sioux Falls, South Dakota, with this week's 2-minute fishing report. Well, folks, the tale of two seasons continues this week. Guys are ice fishing up on the far north and open water fishing in areas to the south, in the river mainly. But it's right now, everyone's kind of caught in between, deciding really what to do. As far as ice fishing is concerned, a lot of safe ice up further north. Now that was before the wind hit on Monday and Tuesday, so you got to keep that in mind. But a lot of thick ice up there. Some guys were even driving up on Walleye and Bitter. Don't recommend that. Walking out should be fine yet this week, so keep that in mind. And guys were doing fairly well for some fish up there, as far as walleyes and perch are concerned. So keep that in mind. But again, as I've emphasized the past couple of weeks, be smart and be safe out there. No fish is worth risking your life. And as far as open water fishing is concerned, a lot of guys are doing really well in the Missouri River from boats right now. Not much of a shore bite out there, but guys are throwing jigs or jigging with live bait or even twister tails, and also pulling plugs and coming away with some really nice fish. So the other thing is, guys are also catching some walleyes up on the Big Sioux, Flandreau, the spillway have been producing walleyes, and how they've been catching them, mainly with jigs and live bait or jigs and twister tails. Other than that, folks, the fishing has been really limited due to the ice conditions and also due to the lack of open water. But I think over the next week, that should start to improve, especially with the wind that we had on Monday and Tuesday. Folks, in this week's version of Todd's Tackle Tips, we're going to talk about some spring fishing. Obviously, that's right around the corner. In some areas, we're already doing it. But one of the best presentations during the spring is basically a jig and live bait or jig and a twister tail. And you know, there's all kinds of different jigs on the market, all kinds of different lead heads. That's the main thing, is to keep that in mind. There is some new live bait jigs out there from Lindy, and those are going to be coming out in the market here this spring. But if you're just looking for a regular lead head, we have plenty of them all around you know, the upper Midwest or across the entire country. No lead head is really that much different than any other. However, now when we're talking about plastics, there's all kinds of different plastics on the market as far as twister tails are concerned. There's Mr. Twister, Yum, also Power Bait. We also have from the Authentics, from Bee Fishing. There's all kinds of twister tails out there, and they all have different actions and different colors. So really what you want to do is kind of match up that color of the action to the type of presentation that you really want. But again, during the spring, there's probably not a more deadly presentation than jigs and twister tails, especially if you're wading out and casting and the whole thing. So you got to make that plastic lifelike. And the way they can do it is to retrieve it. And retrieve it slow, or you can retrieve it off the bottom. Again, let the fish tell you what they like. But again, jigs and twister tails are phenomenal in the spring. Now it's time to take a look at a few photos that you sent in to me this past week. And remember, folks, if you'd like your photo included in next week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report, please send it to me. Send it to todd@dakotaangler.com or post it to our Facebook wall. And if I use your photo, your name will be entered into a monthly drawing for a $25 gift certificate. Before I end this week's report, I want to make sure you're aware of that probably this next week or so, we're going to be taking on a lot of our ice clothing off the floor and packing it away for next year, as well as some electronics. So, folks, if you're looking for some great, unbelievable prices on electronics or ice fishing clothing, stop on by and take a look at what we have. The prices are unbelievable. Also, don't forget about our ice jigs. You know, I hesitate in saying ice jigs because they're really all-season jigs, used year-round for any type of fishing, whether or not you know, underneath a bobber or you're jigging alongside a boat. So, but all our ice fishing jigs, quote unquote, are on sale. So take advantage of the great sale on some of those jigs that you can use throughout the upcoming spring and summer months. Also, come in and take a look at our ever-changing inventory. It changes day by day as we continue to get more and more out. We have the new swim baits, the search bait, the 360 search baits by Storm on the shelves, as well as the new colors from Authentics, on whether or not we're talking about the Moxies or the Pulsars. We also have new colors of Yum, twister tails. You name it, it is changing day by day. So stop on by and take a look at what we have. And also, folks, let me know what you think of the report. Let me know if you want it continued as we head into the spring and summer months as well. I greatly appreciate your feedback on whether or not you find this useful. Well, folks, that's this week's version of the 2-Minute Fishing Report. For Dakota Angler, I'm the owner, Todd Heitkamp, and as we say around here, fish on. We'll see you next time, and again, thanks for watching.